Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, October the 16th, 2024. Let's take a look and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player in the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I'm going to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. Alright, first things first, I did re-roll a daily where we had to kill mutated enemies, and I got this one here instead, kill an angular fog. This one here, we may have the server hop for this one, that's fine. If you also take note, I do have quite a bit of score going on right now. I have a 50% boost going on if you see the top right hand corner of the screen. Now I get a natural 25% boost. That is being a Fallout First member, and I claimed that right off the season 18 season pass. Of course, yesterday was Tuesday, so I used a score booster drink. That brought it up another 25% boost for 24 hours. And as you can see, I have 21 minutes left of that extra 25% boost. Right, so just an FYI if you guys are wondering. Take a look at this one here first. Build a floor, wall, or roof in a workshop or camp 5. So you can go ahead and claim any old workshop on the map, whatever one you want to do. Once when you claim it, you can go ahead and build your floor, wall, or roof, or you can just build it in your camp. Now you can always add or modify it to your camp if you so wish, and that's what a lot of people do. These particular daily, weekly challenges pop up quite often. Or you can just build the stuff and then scrap it. And that's what we're going to do right here. Right, let's go over here. It's the wide open area. Go ahead and go to our build menu. Right, let's go to the floor section. Right, build some half walls. Now half walls are only a portion of what a full wall would be. So we'll just build a couple of these. And just like that, done. Now again, if you do decide to scrap it, as I do, just be very careful when you scrap. You're not scrapping something that you don't want to scrap, like a prefab, for example. Or you can keep what you built, whatever you want to do. Alright, what's next here? What is next? Let's go ahead, eat a vegetable tent, so we can find vegetables all around the wasteland. Doesn't matter if you're a carnivore, it is definitely going to work as you just daily weekly challenges. Okay. So for vegetables, right up here, Cobbleton Farms is a pretty good spot. Of course, we have all kinds of corn here at Silva Homestead, all kinds of razor grain here at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, we have that little red barn that's under the overpass, little farm down there, some corn and razor grain down there as well. Right over here at the General Steakhouse, a pretty good spot over here as well, nice little patch. And along this route right down here, there's a bunch of unmarked farms that are down here. Has some vegetables as well, pretty good spot. Alright, let's actually pop up here to the Cobbleton Farm. You've been up here for a little bit, so let's pop up here today. Again, I gave you guys many choices, so whatever you want to do, there's a free fast travel closest to you that you want to use that. There is something on our card that is going to help us out when we're harvesting vegetables, of course. It'll be under perception. It's called Green Thumb. We twice as much when harvesting 4, so instead of 1, we're going to pick up 2. Now, I am a carnivore. I have this perk card equipped. More so for me because I do daily, weekly challenges, and it's a huge time saver. But you don't have to have it equipped. You can have something else filling its place and have it down here. You can just kind of swap them out if you so wish, but it's definitely a card to hang on to. But this card really shines as if you are a herbivore, and if you're on a server with other people, you can definitely go to every single one of those places that I had just mentioned, and it just be cleared right out. It definitely has happened to me before. Especially before I had Fallout First, so I was on public servers all the time, and I definitely know what that feels like, so that's where Green Thumb really shines. Alright, we're going to pop up here. Now there's going to be some ghouls we have to maybe contend with, but that's fine. Just going to sneak up here, and we're going to grab some corn here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'll grab a couple more because yesterday there we kind of missed out on that there a little bit. All right, so let's check to make sure. All right, we get 16 corn, which is awesome. Right, as you can see, they have tato plants here, and they have some razor green here as well. Pretty good spot. Let's go over here. We're kind of hidden a little bit here. So as you can see, I was going to kind of show this off under effects that I am a carnivore. Of course, we are eating vegetables. They aren't going to help us out at all, period. But these are just daily weekly challenges, and even if you're a herbivore mutation and you get the daily weekly challenges where you have to eat a meat-based meal, you don't have to reroll. You can just complete them and just get them done. They are going to count. All right, let's go ahead here to eat our corn. There we go. Eat a vegetable 10 for 10. Done. Just like that, guys. Simple. All right, what's next here? Look at this one here. Sell glowing fungus soup to an NPC vendor 1. So of course, glowing fungus is very popular in certain areas on the map. A lot of places around the mire, even around my camp right here. There's lots of glowing fungus in around my camp. There's quite a bit of glowing fungus down here in Cranberry Bog, especially in around these Sun Dew Grove areas. All right, and usually across most bodies of water, rivers and such, there'll be all kinds of glowing fungus as well. Especially down here at the Wayward. Make your way down through Flatwoods, you'll find a bunch of glowing fungus down through there. But probably hands down, one of the best spots for glowing fungus is a free fast travel Nuka World on tour. Right where you spawn in, we have the Tunnel of Love. You don't have to wait for the event to go on, you can just walk right in. There's all kinds of glowing fungus in there as well. Right, we've done that many times. Let's actually pop over here to the good old Wayward. Get some glowing fungus here. Okay, let's take a look at this one last time. So glowing fungus soup, so it's just not glowing fungus itself. We actually have to craft glowing fungus soup. Glowing fungus soup is a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up glowing fungus, so everyone should be able to do this. Right, so we have the Wayward right here. Let's just head out back. Come across some patches of glowing fungus right here. Nice. And all you need is one. Now, of course, you see how I got 2 of them instead. And that is that perk card, Green Thumb, kicking in for us, which we just talked about in the last daily. Right, Green Thumb, see how useful it can be. Right? And of course, all along this river, you'll come across glowing fungus. This nice, easy area. There's a bunch of them right across the river there, right? So that's actually, we'll save a little bit of time here. We'll actually fast travel right down to Flatwoods. Save from you guys having to watch me run down the road. Once you have your glowing fungus, of course, you have to craft your glowing fungus soup. And as I mentioned, it's a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up glowing fungus, so everyone should be able to do this. I have a bunch of cooking stations down here. Alright, let's go ahead, let's go craft. Let's go all food. Glowing fungus soup, 1 boiled water, 1 glowing fungus, and 1 wood. Perfect. Alright. So we have our glowing fungus soup, and I would say that is the best, the most important part. Try to sell the glowing fungus as is, it's not going to work. You actually have to craft glowing fungus soup, which everyone should be able to do once you pick up glowing fungus, okay? And now what we're going to do next is we have to sell it to an NPC vendor. So NPC vendor is any robot vendor at any train station on the map. Any robot vendor right down here at the White Spring Mall. So if you actually, someone had mentioned if you go to the White Spring North entrance, it brings you right downstairs to the mall. Okay, so actually saves you from another loading screen. Right, FYI on that. Of course, right here in Flatwoods, right where we're at, we have the White Church. We have the robot vendor inside here. Again, right up back at the way where we got this glowing fungus, we do have Duchess, who is also an NPC vendor. And once in a while, our camps will have be visited by a traveling merchant, and they're also considered NPC vendors. Let's go ahead and sell this guy right here. Go ahead and trade.
Belly sure beats an
Glowing fungus soup. There we go. So glowing fungus soup, NPC vendor, 1 for 1, done. Just like that, guys. Super easy. Alright, what's next here? Go ahead and cripple a Mirelurk Slim 2. So many great spots we can find Mirelurks here in around the wasteland. There are 6 of them right up here at the toxic dried lake bed. 3 of them right here at the New River Gorge Resort, right out back by the big swimming pool area. We can find 3 of them there. A bunch of them over here by the Ohio River Adventures. So there's about 4 or 5 grown adults, but there are also about 4 or 5 Mirelurk nests and with Mirelurk eggs. So, of course, we all know when we interact with the Mirelurk eggs, some of them we can actually pick up, and the other ones will explode. The ones that explode will have a Mirelurk hatchling, and that Mirelurk hatchling is also considered a Mirelurk as a kill, right? FYI. Of course, right down here we have Lake Reynolds, which is quite close to Lewisburg. Looking for a little bit more of challenge, of course, we have good old Alt 94. Quarry X3. Hemlock Springs Dump. Slumber Mill Motel, just to name a few spots for you. Alright, so actually let's go over here to Ohio River Adventures today. Okay, so we're just not killing a Mirelurk. What are we going to do? We're going to cripple a Mirelurk Slim 2. So we go ahead and free aim if we so wish, or we could use VATS. I prefer to use VATS myself, and there's a perk card that'll help out. It's called Concentrated Fire. This allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now I know myself, for Mirelurks, for whatever reason, I always have trouble getting their arms and legs. I always have a much better chance getting their head. It's just my personal experience. But in order to cripple, there are several weapons you can use: ballistic weapons, plasma caster, plasma rifle, shotgun with the enforcer perk card under agility, the drill if you have power armor on. But not all weapons, as you know. Look at the face on that guy. There's a guy down here, wasn't there? Or did he die? Must have died. It gives you guys several ideas of how to cripple not only Mirelurks but most creatures. Someone also mentioned, I forget who it was, but this little area here, Ohio River Adventures, you interact with one of the guys in here. I can't remember his name, but there's like a little quest for the raiders, and where you have to help them, and there'll be a bunch of Mirelurks that just come out of nowhere. I haven't done that one for a long time, but I just thought I'd mention that. Just kind of popped in my head, actually. I'm just gonna need one more Mirelurk here. Okay, there we go. One Mirelurk Slim 2 for 2, just like that. I believe that guy. It's been a little while, and I actually had forgotten all about it until that person had mentioned. I think he's in here. Yeah, this guy.
Call me
Fishbones. If you talk to Fishbones, and actually if you help them out, you'll actually get, I believe, Raider reputation. FYI. Alright, what's next here? Kill a Mole Miner 10. When you get spots, we can find mole miners in around the wasteland. Right up here in a spot called Monadga. Free fast travel here, Fort Atlas, once when you discover it, of course. 3 or 4 of them up here at Monadga. Right here, Blackwater Mine. Pretty good spot inside and outside. Many great places in the ash heap here. I come across these little hornwright testing sites, these little buildings. Okay, sometimes there'll be an event called Breach and Clear. All kinds of mole miners will show up for that, maybe a couple of mole rats as well, but that is a good one to do. You could do an event and kill a bunch of mole miners at the same time. I was kind of hoping that would have popped up because we do have complete an event as a challenge, but of course, we were looking for it, we never find it. It's just the way things are in this game. Of course, down here in Welsh, another good spot for mole miners. The Mount Blair, pretty good spot. Mount Blair train yard. Many great options for you guys. Seeing how we're closer down here to Welsh, let's just pop into Welsh here. We're actually going to spawn here in Welsh Station. And if we actually spawn into Welsh, it spawn way down the hill. And then they make our ways up the hill, kill these guys. But if you spawn at the train station, you actually spawn on top of the hill here. It's a little bit better. We can kill these mole miners any old which way, which is pretty awesome.
If you need some, ask the robots.
Dylan up there, Dylan Rhodes, he's quite the cat. Some stuff here. Okay. Oh, he's way over there. Dodged that one, Jimmy. Didn't we? Uh-oh. That's not a happy camper. Not a happy camper at all. Jeepers. Jeepers creepers. Where'd you get those reapers? Reapers? Yeah, purified water, nice. Used to be some of that. Right, there's your mole miners, of course, there's a lot more of them around. Probably get at least 6 more in this area, so it's a pretty good spot. Mole miners. When they start ganging it up on you like that, that's where they get a little difficult. And they get, you know, hand-to-hand combat there with the old gauntlet. That's always a good time. What's next? Complete Event 1. Take a look at the description. You'll come across a link to a video. It's called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video, of course. I made it more so for people who are having trouble trying to find events on the map. And, of course, we've all been there. We open up our maps wondering, hey, what in the world's going on here? How come there's no events going on? And it definitely has happened in the past, but a lot of those events on that video I spawned in by myself. Now, I am on a private server when I do that, but you guys have seen me spawn in events on public ones as well. The only thing that makes it hard when spawning in events on public servers is when you don't know when it was the last time it spawned. There's a little cooldown associated with that, so we can spawn events in by ourselves on public servers, but sometimes it's not going to be 100%, just based on the cooldown, right? Just FYI, you guys have seen me spawn in events on both type of servers. Definitely utilize that video if you so wish. You can always, at the end of the day, claim any workshop. Wait about 3 or 4 minutes, and then you'll have to defend that workshop. That's also considered an event as well, even if it's your workshop or someone else's workshop. All right, let's take a look here. We did craft and dam there, manhunt just the day. Not gonna bother doing that one. Alright, so let's we're actually right down here. Let's go over here to the Mount Blair train yard and we'll see if we can spawn in BattleBot by ourselves here. This one here is extremely easy to do. Extremely easy. This guy here, just get him right in the old fusion core. Put this cat over here. Just don't forget those bunker cars, okay?
This will be your only warning.
I forget this guy up here, the other bunker card. Yeah, this is extremely easy to do at any level. Just saying. Right, now that we have the 2 bunker cards, we have the little bunker over here. So this has always been kind of glitched for me, but these doors are supposed to be closed. But even if I try to go in here and try to hit the red button, okay, it's not going to work. We actually have to kind of go through, activate the access paths with those cards, okay? Now, this is time sensitive, but the best way to do this is you just walk. You don't run, okay? So you just interact, walk to the other side, don't run. To the other side, just spam it. Once when you do it a couple times, when you have it down pat, you'll get it. It won't take you long. Then you're able to get the master shutdown done just like that. That's how easy that one is. And again, that bad boy there, you just get him in the fusion core a couple times and he's dead. All right. And as far as sentry bots go, he's more like a security guard guy, and he's pretty easy to deal with. All right. There's also some great stuff in here too. Lots of great stuff. If you're ever looking for oil, you know, we have a bunch of canisters up here, gas canisters over there, so it's a good spot to scrap to give you some oil. Alright, what's next here? We got one left kill, an Angular 5. Okay, so I saved this one here for last because we'll probably have the server hop for it. But we can find Anglers mostly in around the Mire region. If you go ahead and claim a workshop, sometimes you'll have to defend the workshop against Anglers, so just an FYI. Now my camp was attacked by Anglers just a few days ago, so FYI, that's a pretty good spot. But for Anglers, your best bet's right up here at the Gnarled Shallows. Okay. Now the only thing that makes it hard is that other people have the same daily or weekly as you. This is a very popular spot. Now you guys have saw me. Maybe I would say a couple months ago we had a weekly where we had to kill 9 Anglers, and I'll tell you, it was a hard time because I think we server hopped a dozen times on that video. Because every time I kept server hopping on public servers, there was always 1 or 2 people always there. Alright, so just an FYI. So let's go over here to the Gnarled Shallows, and there's 3 that are guaranteed here. I would say the most popular spot. Now there are 2 more if you keep going far north, right up here in the mountains. Alright, the only thing is it's a little bit of a pain to get up here, but there's usually 2 more Anglers up here. So just an FYI, but we'll probably server hop. Save a little bit of time. Okay, let's keep going here. Recommend you bring a pretty good weapon. Maybe have a friend. But we have the little lures sticking out of the water. Okay, and there's 3 of them that are here. So just kind of get as close as you can until he pops out. Just kind of go for the Fed. Okay, one thing that's really good about it, I find, is the other guys are still kind of asleep, right? This guy here is not too bad. Don't forget your raw asbestos and your adhesive when you kill those guys. So for me, this guy here is usually a level 100. So for you, he's probably the highest level as well. For whatever reason, I don't know why that is. Yeah, you just stay there and look at me, buddy. Stuff. We got all kinds of glowing fungus here too, as I mentioned, part of the mire. Mire's a real good spot for glowing fungus. Look at this spot. Our 3rd guy's just over here. This guy's scorched. He's only level 50. Pretty easy peasy, nice. Alright, so we could make our way up here, but there has been times I've gone up here and they weren't there. It was something else, so that is not a guaranteed spot, but you could try it if you so wish. We're just going to server hop. server out this location. So we'll be on a public server with other people. So we just need 2 more. Of course, this is the one. It would have been nicer if it was an epic one. Usually, if it's more than 3, it will be epic, but I'm surprised it didn't pop up as an epic one. That's fun. Pretty good camp, isn't it? Alright, let's go ahead here before... Now, when you do re-roll, you know, there are other options that you get. Who's this guy? Raider Thief. Right, so I see the little lure sticking out of the water, so I think we're doing okay here. Alright, so the guy that was here is not here. We'll go over to this guy, so maybe that Raider Thief kind of took his place on this server for whatever reason. Oh, boys. Alright. Let's get our last cat over here. Oh, he's level 75 this time. You know, kill an angler just like that. Belly up now. Nice. Alright, I think we're done. We are just like that, guys. Pretty awesome. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members: Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me Yes Me That's Me, G33K. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day.